I see a lot of content out here where people are trying to find some sort of hack for manifestation or secret to manifestation so they're able to manifest anything they want in their life at will. And they want it to come in a timely fashion or fast, things of this nature. But I just want to say that manifestation is actually built into the very fabric of life. Everything that comes to be is a product of manifestation. And the more you try to manipulate energy and try to make life give you something or take from life, you're going to come against resistance. Just think about yourself. If someone tries to take something from you, your first inclination or the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fight them or you're going to resist. The same holds true for life. The nature of life, and by design, life gives to us. Life is a reciprocal act of giving. You don't have to force or impose your will, but ego self will have us trying to impose our will over life and try to control the very thing that's happening in our reality. Well, trying to make manifestation happen is like trying to recreate the wheel. The wheel already exists. All you have to do is get on the wheel and let it take you for a ride. Fam, every month I practice a spiritual practice, so to speak. It's predicated when the moon is in my zodiac energy. And before it comes into my zodiac energy, I fast for a few days at a time to make sure I clean out any impurities in my body and there's no toxic or acidic things going on so that this process doesn't have any impedance. I'm not going to get into all the details of the process, but I'll just say that each month around my cycle, I feel extremely connected to the source energy that's coursing inside of me and vibrating inside of me, which ultimately connects me to everything around me. I feel everything that's going on. My awareness becomes heightened and it takes me to a higher state of consciousness. That alone is a bliss beyond measure. But I just want to say that during this time, I feel connected to abundance. And then life begins to mirror that. Last month during my cycle, I got a windfall of cash. I'm not going to get into the amount because it's not important. The important thing is the confirmation of abundance. This month, my cycle begins tonight at midnight. And Tuesday was the last day I consumed anything. But upon consuming something, I went into this store in Towson. It's called Pure Raw Juice. And I got a smoothie. I got an immune boost smoothie. And me and the gentleman were talking. And the gentleman lost sight of what he was doing. And he ended up making too much of the smoothie. So it created two. So ultimately, I got two smoothies for the price of one. Now, I offered the smoothie back to him, but he said, no, it's okay. I said, it's paid for. You can have it. My gift to you. He said, no, you good. Thank you, though, anyway. So with that being said, to me, that was an example of life giving to me. The very next day, I'm no longer consuming anything, but I was going into the coffee store to buy my uncle a coffee, and a woman standing in front of me, she turned to me. Now, everybody has had examples where a person paid it forward and they were the beneficiary of someone paying it forward, but this felt different. The woman turned to me and she said, what do you have? What are you getting today? She had the softest voice. She had a beautiful spirit. She was very kind, very humble. And, and she just turned to me directly and said, what are you getting? And I said, I'm not getting anything. I'm just buying my uncle a coffee. She said, can I please buy this coffee for you? And I said, I got a better idea. Why don't you let me buy you whatever it is you're having? It'd be my treat. I really appreciate the gesture and I insist. She said, no, I understand, but no, please, it would make me so happy to do this for you. Can I please do this for you? It was almost as if she was begging to give to me. And to me, that was another example of life giving me things. So ultimately, I accepted her act of kindness and I received the coffee. But I say all that to say that I no longer try to figure out life. Life doesn't need to be figured out. I no longer try to manipulate things or to make things happen. Things are always happening. And what I've learned to do is just relax and lay back and allow life to show me, to give me, to teach me, and to constantly provide. And with that being said, one thing that I know about energy, because everything is energy, life is energy. Energy can't be created nor destroyed. Energy is abundance, as too is life. Y'all have a great day, man. I love y'all. Godspeed.